What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here. Whoa, calm down, dude. Holy shit. Anyways, guys, today is going to be kind of a cool little episode. I'm going to go for a cruise and grab some Volvo parts. So I'm going to cruise out to Vancouver. I'm going to meet up with my buddy Patrick Sullivan, grab a couple parts from the car he's parting out, and I'm also going to stop at Alvo Automotive. Nick and Gary, good guys. I actually bought the A tractor off of Nick when back in the day when it was still a wagon and it had a shit ton of rust and it was almost going to go to the scrapyard. And they were going to scrap it, and they figured, why not give me a call first to see if I wanted it, because I can always kind of do something with it. If it's a haggard car, I'll have some fun with it at least before it dies. So I'm really glad he called me before he scrapped it, because this is what's came of it, and I've had a lot of fun with this car. So yeah, we're going to cruise out, and then after I go to those two places, I'm also going to stop at my buddy Jake Snedden's house, a fellow Volvo drifter of mine. He actually built the old wagon. You guys may not have seen it in any of my YouTube videos. This was actually before my YouTube channel was even a thing. I was still into Volvos a while before I actually made the channel, just so you guys know, if you don't know that already. But yeah, there's a wagon that I bought and sold 5 separate times, and kept coming back into my possession. It would break and the owner didn't want to fix it, and I would get it back and I'd fix it and blah blah blah. Anyways, it finally made its way to Jake, and he ended up putting like a turbo motor in it and making it kind of cool, and now he's going to do a 5-liter V8 swap in it. So he's a pretty mechanically inclined dude. He's a helicopter mechanic, so he knows a thing or two about turning a wrench. So yeah, we're going to stop at Jake's. I'm going to grab a clutch kit from him. And yeah, so I'm just basically going to document my whole journey. So I hope you guys like the video. Alright guys, so I rolled into Vancouver. Look at this place. It's quite beautiful. This is, there's so many Volvos bought here back in the day. Like, every time I go out and, you know, I find like a cheap, good Volvo on Craigslist, it's always out in this area kind of thing. I feel like a lot of them were sold here back in the day. Yeah, so we're just cruising down to Alvo Automotive to meet Nick. Check out M46 tranny, and maybe he has like a cool camshaft I could purchase off him or something like that. He hasn't seen his wagon since I've turned it into this. Like, I haven't even seen Nick since the last time I bought this off him. So, you know, this thing's still pretty shitty, but it's come a long way, and it's definitely quite a transformation that it's had since Nick owned it.
Something I dragged out of a field like 4 years ago.
Really? So Nick said that he dragged this thing out of a field 4 years ago, and he drove it around. He like did a couple things to it here and there.
Yeah,
kept it going.
We did some wiring so it would run. And
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. We did a little bit of patch repair for the floor and shit.
Fucking did a pretty good job, man.
It was just layover plates. My buddy Aaron Glendon helped me. He actually built 240SX into a truck before, so he helped me with the whole thing. Yeah.
Right on.
Shout out to Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things I did consider doing this was this.
Really, hey? Yeah.
And the other was to actually just plate it, like take all the windows out. And
so like a panel van. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking of doing that too, actually. Like, not with this one necessarily, but back in the day.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
I figured this one was a perfect cabinet.
Panel
van. So it's already bucked.
Exactly, already rusty and shit. Like, yeah, this was the perfect car to like experiment with this, you know what I mean? Like the prototype truck, like trying this out. And it's turned out to be super fun. The roll bars.
You're not like into it for fuck all, really.
No, no.
The barbecue black.
Yep, exactly. And honestly, like there's nothing really in here that can get that affected by the elements, right? Like,
no.
The wires, not really.
No, they're all pretty sealed up. Like,
yeah, I did a couple drain holes here and there, and like when it rains, it doesn't even really make any puddles. Yeah.
What do the cops think of it?
Well, so far, I've been pulled over twice, and I just got really, really lucky. Yeah.
I'm surprised, man.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, even the bumper was rotten, eh?
Yeah, the aluminum rot.
Wow.
And it didn't help that we were doing deadlifts with the back of the car and then ripped it off. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not held on there very secure. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah. Here, there's even like a little bit starting in the frame right here.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
It was like super bad. Like, it's like whatever though, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't bother me that much because it's this car. Check this out even.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was everywhere, pretty much.
We'll get some fucking advertising in while we're still here.
Alright, so this is Nick's 242. And there's something kind of cool about it. It happens to have 4 more cylinders than it came with in the factory.
She's a little bit modified.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
I love how it's like the circle headlights with the flat hood. There we go. So it's a 302, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
88 Mustang 5-liter
Mustang 5-liter motor.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it is manual transmission.
Oh yeah.
T5.
Speed.
T5 with the V8.
Here, let's
Fuck yeah.
Give them some noise.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh damn, dude, that sounds good. It's got a good lope to it. That's awesome. Dirty old 5-liter. It's like, oh,
running Rich's box.
the mic on my phone probably couldn't even handle it.
Oh, my lungs can't even handle it. I love this thing.
So yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to put this Nick's car here up against the gold car. Red block turbo versus V8 Volvo.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'd love to see that actually.
Yeah. Alright guys, so we're out of here now. Just leaving Alvo Automotive. Peace out to Nick. And so I picked up a M46 transmission off Nick there. It's always good to have a spare because they're pretty rare around here. So he gave me fair deal on it, 150 bucks. I couldn't really say no. So yeah, on my way to Patrick's, gonna cruise over and grab a couple parts off him. And yeah, be a nice cruise with a bunch more weight in the back. Alright guys, so we just arrived at Jim Pattison Volvo here in North Vancouver, BC, Canada. And yeah, so where did my buddy Patrick go? Just stopped off to see Patrick Sullivan. He likes Volvos. He's a mechanic at a Volvo store and he drives a very clean 940 that he just picked up. And here's a 740 that I'm pulling parts off of. So yeah, contributing member of the Volvo community, Patrick Sullivan. Shout out to him, wherever he is right now. Yeah, so just pulling a few parts off his car here because he has no storage for it. And the motor kind of crapped out on him. It's really loud knock in the bottom end and the top end. He's not too sure, but he got a really good deal on this 940. And as you can see, this 740's got a really bad rust issue. It's a 1986, so it's, you know, this one wasn't one of the cars that was rust proofed. They did that in 1988, I believe. So yeah, it's got, you know, holes in the floor and it's basically just crumbling. So it's actually got an M46 tranny though, and you guys may have seen this car from my rare Volvo parts video that I went to the car meet in the A-Tractor. He was actually here with this car at that meet. So yeah, it's got the M46, and he's gonna throw that in the 940. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Vancouver and their Volvos, eh? These some of these new Volvos are so nice nowadays, man. Like, Whatever kind of wagon that is. I don't know my new Volvos very well. But yeah. So I'm going to grab a couple more little parts off that car, and then I'm gonna head to my buddy Jake Snedden's house to pick up a clutch kit for an M46 from him. So there you go. Volvo adventures. Alright guys, so the end of my journey today stops at Jake's house here. He's, yeah, fellow Volvo drift enthusiast and BMW drift enthusiast as well. Yeah, so he's selling me this spec clutch. So he pieced out that it's for an NA car because it's the smaller diameter one. Not necessarily only for an NA car, but I mean, it's for the flat flywheel. But yeah, so Jake's BMW he actually just built here. He just finished it, was able to drive it down the road.
First drive.
Yeah, first drive.
Been sitting in here for a year.
Yeah, this thing's like ready to rock, man.
Yeah.
Like it's so race car.
I bought it as like a shell with literally nothing on it.
Yeah.
It's my crash car. And now it's a car that moves.
This thing's gonna fucking rip.
I know. I'm so excited.
Like super responsive, NA. It's the Vanos one, right?
The Vanos is broken.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It doesn't do anything like after 3,000 RPM, so
Fair enough.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's got the mad tick.
Nice. Yeah, this is sick. So Jake's gonna be putting a V8 in the wagon out here. I don't know if we'll be able to see with our lighting switch, but
The transmission.
the wedge.
You can see the transmission in the corner, but
Oh, the T5.
it's an M5R2 from a Thunder Coupe.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
It's like a truck transmission.
Interesting.
But in a car.
Huh.
So it'll work.
That'll work.
It's notchy.
Hell yeah. Okay. Try to get some light, but ooh, pretty poor lighting. There we go. So this is the turbo. I used to have a hood pipe. So this is the wagon that kept on giving, and it's keeping on giving.
It's still giving.
Yeah, it's giving.
It's got a couple problems.
Yeah. I've owned this car back in my possession, back and forth 5 separate times, which is pretty interesting. Made a little bit of money off it each time.
Except for me.
Yeah, except for Jake. Gave it to him for free because he was going to do something with it, and that he did. Okay guys, I also forgot Jake owed me an M46 transmission because I lent him one, put it in his car. So he got another one for me. So I'm coming home right now with 2 M46s in the back of the truck. So I'm stocked up for a little while because I got that one from the pick apart, and then I got the one from Gary and Nick at Alvo Automotive today, and then Jake just gave me one. So I'm back up to 4 spare M46s.
But one's not good, I thought.
One's has a weird sound in it. So yeah, 4 M46s, let's say. 3.5. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, good parts fucking pillaged today, definitely. I got what I wanted. So I'm gonna roll home in this, and there's a lot of weight in the back, so it's pretty low. The springs are like fully maxed out on the bump stops.
Has it rubbed before?
Well, only if I hit a bump, but it's probably gonna rub now. Yeah, every bump. All right. Thanks, Jake.
No problem. Thanks for the loaner.
No worries. Alrighty guys, I'm back home now. This is the next day. So that was a pretty good little adventure I went on. I got a lot of good parts for a really good price. So off of Patrick's car, I actually ended up pulling the interior as well because the blue pinstripe, I'm not too sure what it's like in Sweden or the US, but I never see these blue pinstripe seats anywhere. So I got the whole back seat. I might put that in replacement for the blue GLE seat in Goldie here. And I also got these door inserts. So the blue pinstripe door inserts combined with like the gold car, I think it'll be it's just really funky. It's actually Sweden colors. Gold and blue, yellow and blue, same shit, whatever. So yeah, I ended up getting 2 M46 transmissions on that journey. So I got the one from Jake. That would be this one right here. Shifter bushing's like horribly worn out on it, and I think it has like 450,000 kilometers on it, but apparently it ran and drove and it was fine. So I also got the one from Nick and Gary. That's this M46. Man, I have like 5 M46 trannies in this garage right now. 1, 2. This is the blown one, by the way, guys. That's 3, and then 4, and I put one in a Goldie. I know I said I'm going to put a better transmission in Goldie, but I just miss driving the car too much, and I want to be able to cruise it around the street and stuff. So it is really hot out nowadays, so obviously the car's not going to make as much power in the really like hot heat of summertime. Actually, they did a study on that, well, like a test, and I think it was like a 20 degrees Celsius difference made like 30 wheel horsepower difference. So it'll make it pretty substantial. Hopefully I won't blow up one more M46. Hopefully this one will last a little bit longer than they usually do. Here's to hoping. So that's basically a wrap up for today's video. Sorry for no drifting, guys. I promise I will film a drifting video very soon here. So yeah, things to come in the channel. I've been doing a lot of thinking of what I want to do, and you guys have given me a lot of good advice, and I appreciate your opinions on kind of, you know, on what decisions I should go about doing on, you know, the A-Tractor and the Black Wagon and Goldie. So I've kind of decided, you guys are probably right, the Black Wagon is maybe a little bit too nice to hack up into a truck, and the A-Tractor, it may be rusty, but it's still going, and I'm friends with Aaron Glendon, so he can patch it up and he can help me out. The guy's a true, straight, real gangsta, real G's. So yeah, I've kind of decided that it might be the best option to throw this turbo motor sitting right here in the A-Tractor and, you know, just use it. Actually get some good drift use out of it, because the car's already pretty beat up, so this is the best one if I'm going to want to, like, you know, hard drift it. I think that's going to be my best decision. So me and Scott, sorry I didn't film this, guys, but me and Scott put that other M46 in Goldie here. So Goldie's going to be back on the road like today. I'm planning on buttoning everything up. We got the tranny in. I just got to put a couple bolts on and you know, tighten all the bolts, and she's basically ready to go. So that's what it's looking like for progress on the projects and things like that. So like I said, I'll be trying to film a drift vid very soon. And actually, I totally forgot about this, but tomorrow I'm going out to Evergreen Speedway for the grassroots drift. I'm going out with Jake, like you guys just met in the video, and Eric. He's a good buddy of Jake's. He's got M46 1985 240 wagon. It's got a welded diff and a gutted interior and a couple other things. So Eric's going to be driving in the competition as well. I don't think it's a comp actually. I think it's just a practice day. So Eric's going to be driving that. Jake's got his E30 on the road. He's going to be bringing that. And yeah, maybe they'll let me take it for a couple spins around the track. That'd be pretty cool. So I'm going to bring my GoPro, and I'm going to bring this camera. I'm going to film it all. So you guys will be seeing a video of that. And yeah, street drifting videos to come. Make sure you check out the link in the description of this video to my t-shirt store. If you guys don't know already, I'm selling t-shirts. So there's a couple dope styles out right now, but I got one coming really soon. It's going to be a Volvo Drift beer themed t-shirt. Drifts and Lifts Volvo Drift Ale. I'm really stoked for it. My buddy Pencil Fingers is making that for me. Incredible graphics designer, artist, really good friend of mine. So we're kind of teaming up on that t-shirt, and it's going to be coming out in the next week or so. He's got a couple other things to do before then. In the meantime, I'm just going to hang out here. I'm going to keep on plugging away and filming drift videos. And then when Dan has a bit of spare time, we're going to swap that turbo motor into the A-Tractor, and I think that's what it's looking like. It's so hard when you have so many decisions, right? You have different engines and a lot of decisions you can make and choices between parts you want to throw at different cars and what to sell and whatnot. But I think that's probably my best bet. Down the road, I will find a better motor for the Black Wagon, because as you guys saw in the last video, that one's pretty tired. So I'm going to end it right there, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for pickled Volvo dicks. Peace out.